sitting down with Tony Varicella of Alzheimer's, Caregiving, and The Caregiver. And today we're talking about how we can reflect on the past and push through 2024. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, Rachel.
Thank you. Same to you.
You know, the first thing we have to do is not ignore what happened in the past. So if we just focus on 2023 and really have a deeper reflection of all the experiences that you had with your loved one as you were caregiving, there's going to be a whole range, right? From positive and pleasant to things that you hope would never, happen again. So it's really about getting that deeper reflection and start with the positive always. What brought you the most joy and brought your loved one the most joy?
So you want to build on the positives and then kind of pull back on things that were a little less positive.
Yeah, you want to be honest about what all those things, right? And really separating the positives, the negatives, and anything in between. And then once you kind of more deeply reflect, then you want to say, okay, how am I going to deal with this going forward? Not forever, but let's just say for this year. Can't have too many resolutions, but the resolutions are always things that, what are you determined to do or to avoid in 2024? And so what's going to be the kind of the groundwork for your path? I think first and foremost, every year, every month, every day, it's patience, patience, patience. You can't be rushed, and don't rush your loved one, because the more you rush, the harder it's going to be. Next is really focus on remembering who your loved one was. Because who your loved one is at this point is very different. Your experiences every day are giving you different kinds of memories. So focus on who your loved one really was, what was important to them, what they loved, what they enjoyed, the things you did together, all that. Next, create times where you can put real energy into the quality experiences with your loved one, and focus on doing that every single day. It may not be all day long, but it may be a few minutes here or a few minutes there, but that quality time, just like it is with our families and our kids and everybody else, is important. It's not quantity as much. And you have to keep your expectations real. And the way things have been progressing. It's been 5 years now for us. We know she's beyond the middle stages. It's not getting any better, and it's getting more difficult each day. But it doesn't mean you should lose hope, but you got to be realistic about the expectations. And then I think finally, in terms of self-care, you have to spend time focusing on your own physical and mental and emotional health.
Right, you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of someone else.
Absolutely.
As well. And then I had a question about the New Year's resolutions. Is it something that's a personal New Year's resolution for yourself, or is it something that you both are sitting down and discussing together so that they're aware of it as well?
Well, at this particular stage, maybe in the first year, we would have been discussing it together. But now it's only in my mind, and I'll share those with her, but there's not necessarily a connection or a recognition of who I am, what I might be talking about, or how these impact her.
But getting her involved and giving her a little bit of a heads up, because like you were saying, you don't like to surprise them with...
Yeah, and you don't know if it sinks in or it doesn't, but that's why it's good to share and have that one-way discussion at least.
Yes. Okay, and then your message of hope today.
Well, a message of hope this time is, of course, for Rosalind Carter, a former First Lady, but great humanitarian, and did so many wonderful things in the world. And her message was simply that there are only 4 types of people in the world: those that have been caregivers, those that currently are caregivers, those that will be caregivers, or those that will need a caregiver. So when you're focused on this, you and your family and your caregiving community around your loved one, just remember there's lots of people out there going through this, and there'll be a lot more, unfortunately. So we all hope that somebody will find a cure for this really awful disease.
And people can always reach out to you on your website for some tips and for the message of hope, anything that they need, right?
Absolutely. And the website's real easy. It's alzcaregiving.org.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today, Tony.
Happy New Year, Rachel.
Happy New Year to all of you as well.
Hello, everyone.
Mahalo.